What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and help you guys better understand the price action of Tesla. I'm also going to talk about why tomorrow is going to be a very important day for Tesla and the market, as we have some major things coming out. I'm also going to talk about what the Fed just did, what they just announced that's very important for Tesla and the market, what's going on in Ukraine, what's going on with Tesla, and what Elon Musk, or should I say Elon Musk, what he just announced on his Twitter page that makes me very excited for the future of this company. Now, before I get into any more details, before I talk about what's going on with Tesla and what you should be anticipating tomorrow, I do have to mention a couple of very important things first. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please don't take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to get a free NEO share if you check out the offer down below. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So, looking at Tesla, we had a good day today, up 4.78%. Now, in my previous video from yesterday, I told you guys I saw a bit of a drop coming, a big drop, and after that, we'd see a big bounce or a jump right after that. And that is what ended up happening today. We did run up higher than I anticipated, but we saw this big drop right over here before we got this big bounce. So, before I get into more details, we have to talk about what on earth is going on, because looking at NEO, it's up 25%, AMC's up 5%, the IWM is also in the green. I mean, we're seeing green all over the place. The entire market took a big leap today, and it's looking pretty good as of right now. And the reason for that is because of the fact that, look, the market was extremely fearful. We were way more on the extremely fearful side. We still are showing quite a bit of fear, but it's not as bad as before because the market has less uncertainty right now. We're more certain about what was just confirmed by the Fed, and Jerome Powell just announced that they are raising the federal funds rate by 25 basis points. And that's going to be very important because right now the cost to borrow money in America is going to start going up. Now, the reason the market bounced because of this is because of the fact that they are projecting more, six more for 2022 during the future FOMC meetings, but this is actually kind of good for the market. And that's because it's already priced in. I think the first few hikes are already priced in. And on top of that, sure, rate hikes may not be great for the stock market. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not great either. But what's worse for our economy is inflation, right? They're actually doing something to deal with inflation. So that did end up helping us. We also expected a 25 basis point hike, and that is what we got. So the market did react very positively because of that. Now, something else that came out in the morning, I think it was reported right here, is the fact that Zelensky, who is the president of Ukraine, he stated that peace talks are becoming more realistic and they are making some progress, which I think was good. That may have contributed a bit to Tesla running up the way it did in the market when we ended up like opening. I think also the anticipation about the meeting played a role too. But then another thing about that is the fact that we are still seeing attacks continue. So I don't necessarily think that we're on the peace phase yet. We're not necessarily there, but some progress, I guess, has been made, but that attacks haven't necessarily ended yet. So it's really going both ways on that note. And that's the reason why tomorrow is a very important day. So the reason why this is important for Tesla, tomorrow is going to be one of the most important days, is technical analysis. It's going to actually be affected big time by tomorrow. So what's happening is we had this big drop during the meeting, like I told you guys about yesterday, and then we had that big bounce. So right now the market, it's responding. It's reacting to what was announced. And we're still in that reaction phase for tomorrow. Now, we did get a sell signal right here at the very top. That doesn't necessarily have to be, permanent, but we really want to see what happens tomorrow because tomorrow is the big day. So what's happening right now from a technical analysis perspective is this. I drew out this pennant and we are still respecting this. You guys could see we're still respecting it. We almost broke out of it, but we're still respecting this pretty well. And I think I could kind of like change this a little bit, but it doesn't matter. But you guys get my point. We're still respecting this. Tomorrow is going to be the day we find out, are we going to break out of this? Are we going to keep on running to the upside? If we do break out of this and go to the $850 range or even a little higher, that's going to be very, very bullish, a very bullish indicator. I'm going to be a lot more on the bullish side. But if we don't break out of this, if we get rejected at the very top, because we're at the tipping point right here, If we end up dropping, then I'm going to be a little bit bearish. It wouldn't look like we're done with the descending pattern that we're in. We're still going to respect this formation. So we're still waiting on that. So what do I think is going to happen, right? That's probably what most people are wondering. And I have to be honest with you guys, technical analysis is not going to work for like as of right now. It's going to work tomorrow because we're at the reaction phase. We're still seeing how the market is reacting. We have to wait for that to get in first before we talk about technicals. Technicals are going to work for looking at the chart in real time, but they're not going to help us too well quite yet as we are at the top of this point. Are we going to get rejected? Are we going to drop? It's a little bit hard to tell right now. So what do I think is going to happen? I think it is looking a little bit more bullish. We do look like we want to run up. I'm not sure if we're going to get rejected. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It does look like we're probably going to run up a little bit. I have to dissect what happens tomorrow, which is why it's a very important day. I think it's a little bit more probable we're going to be green tomorrow again. The market's going to keep running, but like I said, take that with a grain of salt because we still have this going on with Ukraine is still one of the largest wheat producers in Europe, and it is leading to a crisis, so it could really go both ways. But like I said, guys, we're going to wait for tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, if this thing runs up, very bullish. If it drops a little bit, we're still going to be respecting this entire pattern. Then I'm going to determine what the technicals are showing. Then I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen on Friday, on Monday, and so on and so forth. We're still reacting to the Fed. We're still going to see that reaction. I do think we're going to have a positive reaction. It's more likely to be green, but don't get your hopes too high up just yet. Just wait for tomorrow, and then we are going to see because tomorrow is a very important day. Now, tomorrow, I expect high volatility, and I do think it's very possible for us to break out of this. It is a possibility. I would just have to wait for the reaction because, like I said, the world is still seeing war going on. So we're just gonna have to wait for that. But anyways, when it comes to other important things, I have to talk about this right here. There was a Tesla employee that got fired after sharing a video of a crash that ended up happening on the full self-driving beta. I think this person was somewhere in California. And what happened was they posted their experience with the full self driving technology. And what happened was he confirmed that there was a crash, which I'm not sure, the full details about this. I did watch the clip, and many people are stating the fact that the responsibility did lie on the driver and not Tesla's system. So they are saying that as a result, he's going to be removed as a supervisor because he was kind of misleading people, and it could really go both ways. I mean, I'm not going to make any claim about that, but he did end up getting, fired for that. And I have to be honest with you guys. Look, this is not the completed product. This is a beta. So there are going to be moments where they may not recognize some plastic poles on the side of the road or something like that, right? Things like that are going to happen. So don't just bash Tesla. They're still way ahead of their time. But like we said, it's a beta. We're not at the final phase yet. So I'm just putting it out there that this is what happened. I think we can't just attack the company or the technology just yet. It's still in the works, but things like this will happen. So it really goes both ways. I think you should not just attack the company first. This is just technology that's improving. So like I said, I'm not going to pick a side of whether it was justified for this person to be fired or not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm simply revealing what the articles are saying and what Tesla has done as a result of what they did. So the last thing I want to talk about is this right here from Elon Musk, or should I say Elon Musk? He changed his name to Elon Musk as a joke, I guess, but you guys understand he stated something very important, and he's talking about the fact that there are lots of people out there that are just attacking Tesla, stating that autonomous technology is not well. There are other companies that are competing and doing a much better job. I mean, all sorts of FUD that's spreading. And Elon Musk, he responded by stating that they have no idea how hard full self-driving technology is. Only path to success, in my opinion, is hardcore real world AI software with dedicated inference acceleration ASICs in the car, multi-billion dollar NN trading supercluster, and 10 plus billion miles of vehicle data. Good luck. So he's just putting it out there that it's a much, much, much more difficult situation than people think. And you really need to give them time and appreciation for the work they're putting into this because it's not ready yet. We're not fully there yet, but they are making immense progress. And I can't wait for what the future holds. So for the short term, guys, watch tomorrow. It's going to be a very important day. It's going to help determine what is probably going to play out for the future. And for the long term, look, the short term may cause dips here and there. Long term, very, very bullish as always. Nothing has changed for this company, and I'm still very excited. Anyways, that's what I have for this one. I want to thank you all for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Tesla to the moon, and peace out.